for an action-packed morning of political intrigue and court backsasinations. It's a word I made up because this stuff sucks. Anyway, I was going to go through and just kind of do it by the seat of my pants, or my lack of pants, and then go back and do it again if I didn't like the outcome. But after looking through some of the stuff that we have to do for this, I have decided we're just going to do it with a walkthrough at the beginning. Because this is like a really long section, and frankly, I don't want to do it multiple times. So there's that. On that note, there are multiple outcomes to this section, and I am not really sure which one I want. Apparently the outcome does not do too much. Like it doesn't like change the ending or anything, but the outcomes do change the slight spoilers for those that haven't been playing the game, but and this is kind of obvious if you think about it, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Obviously the divine has been killed, so there needs to be a new one. And this story takes you down the journey of influencing that factor. So there are some major factor influences that occur based on what ending you pick. So the endings we can have are all the leaders publicly truce with each other. The current Empress and Briala, who someone will meet, rule together. Or we can have the usurper become the ruler, or we can have the usurper and Briala rule together. So it's a lot. A lot of options. The only big stuff that happens is if we let the person that I'm again, slight spoilers, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. The person that we're kind of going for to be the divine is my girl Leliana, who it was the one of the hands of the divine. I love her. I think she's great. I think she'd make a great divine. So I'd like to go with her. The only downside is that to get the best with her, we have to murder the Empress. I'm not really on board with that, to be honest. I don't really want to murder the Empress. So the second best option is that we leave Empress Celine alive and then we execute Gaspard. No, excuse me. We leave we save the Empress and we spare Gaspard, and that gives Leliana a +1 and Vivienne a +5. So we would give a little bump to Leliana. Vivienne would get a big bump, but we aren't going to give her anything else, so it's not too big of a deal. So I think that's going to be the best option. So from the sounds of it, we want to go the public truce route, where we want everyone to work together. We don't want anyone to die. And everyone survives. Okay. So I think that's what we'll work on. Now, that being said, this is I don't know if you can see in the little screen up there. There's a lot to go through to get to that point. So, and we have to do all of it properly. So we are going to work with that. I think we're right here with the speak with Leliana portion. And on that note, let's get started. There's only a few sections of this that are kind of like timed, and the way that they're timed is we have this thing called court approval. It's an actual stat. You'll see it in the top left here. It's or top right. It's up here. And there are going to be parts of the quest where we're in like a restricted area, and our court approval will constantly be going down.
Sire Honorine Chastain, Chevalier of the Empire.
So we're going to have to be careful in those sections to make sure that we don't blow chat's ears out with really loud music. Wait, what? Yes.
Champion of the Grand Tourney of Tantervale. Bearer of the
funny enough,
Viridian Signet
BBP,
of
there is
Bravery
no
and
quest
the
to
Golden
increase
Star of
Leliana's
Orlais,
standing. It's
and
only for
patroness of the
Cassandra
great
and
artisan Baldassare
our
of
other girl.
Antiva City.
Cassandra and Vivienne. So I think here our next step is to just explore everything. Then we got to talk to Leliana.
Have you heard from your nephew?
My commander,
Not since
you
his
still
regiment
hand
joined the fight.
Inquisitor, did you need something?
The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
Do you have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is
Leesman!
fair.
Oh my lord.
Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that stands out. I doubt there's a single person here without ulterior motives.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal.
What? Didn't we have some of these yesterday? Oh, we have to deliver them. Okay. I'm going to save this because
Laurent was the love of my life.
I'm not sure if we can do this yet.
Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
Okay.
Another time, perhaps? Another time, perhaps?
Okay, we're going to save talking to her because apparently we need to have 60 court
Remember the
approval
day
to
they came to
dance
tell
with
me
her or something.
that my second husband-
I heard the Inquisition was here.
You're too gullible.
I'm right here.
I don't like that girl.
Hi!
Nobody should own as many hunting
How are
dogs as he
you?
does.
I am the Inquisition. You did not
If I have
expect
to
me.
clean up another puddle,
And the second cousin of Princess Electra of the House of Alberici in Antiva.
Compendium of Orlesian Theatre.
Accompanying the Duchess, Anselmo, under-gardener Valmontaigne, and paramour to the Duchess.
Undergardener?
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Undergardener.
Are you happy to see me at all, Josie?
It may not have been wise to attend this particular engagement, Yvette.
The overlay is
I
not
didn't
visible.
want to come. Mother made me. At least Haram Sharam has such pretty gardens. They're so darling. I took out my parchment.
Not another book of poetry.
One sec.
Prince Ezio Valisti of the House of Valisti in Antiva, and third Talon of the Antivan Crows.
Yeah, I don't know, Barry. Hold on, is this visible? Is that checking something for Barry real quick?
Revered Mother Lucille of the Chantry of Arlezon, third cousin of Duke Gratien of Arlezon.
Yeah, looks great.
Is that her?
The only one to survive the Temple of Sacred Ashes, yes.
Baron Ducey, Baron of Jada, accompanying the Baron, Lady Arlette and their son, Lord Edmund.
Let's go talk to
Student of the
Leliana.
composer Emmeline of Monsimar.
We can only hope Celine
Can I get you a
prevails
drink,
tonight.
Commander Cullen?
Gaspard will
No,
ruin
thank
us all.
Lady Fifi and Lady Babette de Long.
My third husband, Pierre.
Let's do a hard save here. We're going to be hard saving many, many times throughout this. In fact, somebody earlier said we may not want to use the holla on the door on the outside. How do we feel about that, chat? I think we're okay if we... Nah, you know, we're going to keep going. We're fine. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Lady
Good. I was hoping I would catch you. What did the Duke say? He points the finger at Ambassador Briala. The ambassador is up to
Ambassador
something,
Briala.
but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better.
Thank you so much,
I will
Chromatic
be in the
Corpse.
ballroom if you need me.
Oh, Eldon, we're keeping many, many hard saves. Yeah. Explore the Grand Library for information on the Empress's occult advisor. Now, for this section, what we can do is we need to pick up 3 items: the cylinder seal, a letter, and the negotiations in the room of the upper gardens. They can be acquired in any order, but once the 3rd one is picked up, the Inquisitor will have limited time to return to the ballroom. So we want to make sure we're fully done exploring before we pick up the 3rd of those 3 items. Your title says Dargan? It does. You, friendo, are astute. And you have a nice, cute boot. Let's go this way. We go back outside. We go down one of these. I think we go down the other side, maybe? We can't go out this way. You heard me barely. Oh. All of Hero. And then there.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else. The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
Oh my god, look at your adorable hat.
I do adore the heady blend of power, intrigue, danger, and sex that permeates these events.
Do you have any interest in dancing?
A great deal. Although dancing with an elven apostate would win you few favors with the court. Perhaps once our business here is done.
You seem more comfortable with a Grand Orlesian ball than I
Risky, I'm an EST. Thank you,
I
Susan.
have seen countless such displays in my journeys in the Fae. The powerful have always been the same. Only the costumes change.
Have you seen anything
Dude, I'm
useful?
so sore today.
No, sadly. I do not have the look of one of the elven servants, or I might well be invisible. I wonder how masked men live their lives without ever seeing that servants have an entire society of their own. If you want to find something useful, I would pay attention to what the servants do.
Have you encountered any trouble with the nobles?
The Orlesians do not quite know what to make of me. I have kept to myself, for fear of giving them some purchase to cling
Thanks,
to.
Barry.
The food
Thank
and
you,
drink
Caesar, with
are
the 9
excellent,
months, buddy.
however, and the servants have been happy to refill my glass.
This happened earlier, and I said, make sure to thank him. And then, guess what I did? I forgot to thank him. Bozo Skeleton with the 5 bomb during the intro. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. I hope you're still in here, Bozo. I will send you a message if I don't see you say something in chat thanking you, but really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you.
I'll be back.
And well.
Hunt well.
Interesting.
There you are. Thank you, Bozo. Really appreciate that 5 earlier, bud.
Just gossip.
Okay, so apparently we can just, like, leave and come back? Maybe we have to give it time or something.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the...
Interesting. Well, that's useful.
Right?
Waste of time.
Early Arcane with the 69 months says... N. I. C. E. Thank you for the 69 months, buddy. I appreciate that.
We have.
Interesting.
I don't like that, Grand Duke.
Wait.
Nobody should own as
Or
many
repopped.
hunting dogs
Okay.
as he does.
Harry going ham. Lord Jeebus, thanks for the Prime Gaming sub. I knew you had my back.
Waste of time.
Oh my lord, we're never gonna get this one. Uh-oh. So we have to talk to them first. Okay, there's blood on the ground?
Inquisitor Llewellyn, don't head into the servants' wing if you value your neck. Not one elf's gone in there tonight and come out again.
Our man was supposed to make a pickup in the garden hours ago. Bastard's likely dead by now.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Risque, thank you so much. Flip's a jerk.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. Tonight of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me. You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Court approval 10. Oh my god, these people are the worst. Dude, there's blood everywhere. We're not going to talk about this? Oh my god, dude. Oh, it's wine?
Just gossip.
Swear to God. No, we're not going to go to the servants' quarters yet.
Don't I know you from somewhere? Ah. Lord Rudal de Lancre. I've seen you in his company before, no?
Don't think we've met, my lord. I'm just a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Odd. Your face is so familiar. Around the eyes, especially. Perhaps without that beard? More wine. It will come to me.
Interesting. Little suspect.
I'm ready for anything. Just give the word.
What do you think about all the scheming and politics?
I think I'd rather be anywhere else. Let's save the Empress and get back to where things make sense. Say what you want about Celine's ascension. She stole the throne? She seduced her way to it? Who cares? In the years since, she's proven she is the perfect mix of strength, cunning, and grace that Olé needs. Gaspard, you may as well crown a bull if he wins.
Wow.
So, Silverite Wings of Valor. What did you get that for?
What?
For valor.
Relmo, you think so? Really?
It was a long time ago. Back when we didn't stop to boast about past victories when there was an assassin on the loose.
Relmo said Blackwall had to be the worst character in the game. I like Blackwall. I think he's kind of great. I think he's like he's a good personification of the Grey Wardens as a whole.
What's the word? Seen anything yet?
I just witnessed the start of a blood feud between 3 noble families. But anything useful?
Remotely sensed. He is a little flat, I will agree.
While I have a moment, is there anyone here I should
Still think he's fun,
question?
though.
I'm not well acquainted with Orlesian nobility. They rarely welcome Grey Wardens coming in with the right of conscription.
Wait for my signal.
Okay. I want to get this because I think we can go turn it into Leliana to get 60, and then we can go do the court lady dance thing.
Waste of time.
Man, oh my god, we're never gonna get that. Never gonna
Gaspard is
happen.
wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over
Okay, a compendium of Orlesian theater. Not what we need. Okay. Oh, who are you?
Should have considered that before threatening to
Well,
burn
well,
them all in their
the
homes.
Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord.
Okay. Oh, we have 6. Oh, what? Oh, what the hell, dude? I was already in there. Oh my god, I need to spam this more. I need to spam this more. Like a bat. Echolocation. Give me the secret.
Well, that's useful.
Yay!
I heard the Inquisition was here.
You're too gullible.
Where's my girl Leliana? No. Oh, call. There she is. There's a whole garden area right behind you. Oh, hey, dude, we're gonna explore everything. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, friendo.
Does anyone really think the war will end tonight?
I do.
Maximilian swept me off my feet. It was such a scandal. A fourth marriage to a man almost half my age.
Oh my.
Look at Lady Cambien's slippers, trimmed with pearls and emeralds, and those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambien acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
Sure.
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps.
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the great game.
Hi, good dancer. Oh, I'm the best
wearing a
dancer. You
mask.
should see my TikToks.
I learned this very young. I was still a girl
Thank you,
when I
Dosivit.
attended my first ball.
Good show,
All
buddy.
this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
You look like Walter White. I get Walter White a lot. I get a large Tyrion Lannister, and I get that I sound like Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, those are the big ones. The big 3.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Orlais, Either Celine or Gaspard can give us that.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use.
And I have hair like Luke
A little
Skywalker.
more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
You look like that crazy guy in Cyberpunk? See, I don't see that one.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
I don't see 69 court approval. Let me just like pause here.
You are an interesting one.
I am.
A Dalish in the Winter Palace. More genteel than the Grand Duke. That's put this lot in their place, hasn't it?
I'd like your opinion of this gathering, milady.
It's doomed to fail, of course. Celine knows that. At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
Oh.
Good evening, milady.
I wanted to ask her to dance. Guess we can't. Okay.
The last 2 people we sent to the servants' quarters have failed to report.
There's been a lot of activity from the Duke's people over there. I'll send another agent.
Gaspard is waiting.
My lady! My lady Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important. The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We 3 wear the masks of House Valmont.
They signify that we are public faces of the Empress.
They are also extremely fashionable.
Are they? The title contains a typo? The title only contains a typo if I was trying to say dragon, which I wasn't. Okay.
Funny that she couldn't give me this message when we spoke.
Oh, she could not speak freely in front of the entire court, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in her holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded.
The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspard is hopelessly out of his depth.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
Here there be Dargans.
This is a private conversation.
Well, now I just want to listen even more.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.